Let me show you how to scratch it. Either way, destiny still arrives.
Hello everybody. My name is Joe Schmogan, and welcome to the Timecast, the only podcast with access to the space-time continuum. My name is Joe Schmogan. I already said that, but today, in honor of Lincoln's birthday, we are going to travel back to Civil War era America, and we're going to interview some people and see what they think. So I hope you all have your snacks. Buckle in. It's going to be a fun ride. So I'm gonna get the machine set up. Okay, that should do it. And we should be ready to go. Okay, we're here in 1860s America. And I think I see a northerner. Hello, sir. My name is Joe Schmogan. I'm from the future. Don't worry.
Oh,
Can I ask your name and where you're from?
uh, um, hello. My name is. Oh man, you. My name's Ebenezer MacArthur, sir. Nice to meet
Mhm.
you.
Okay. Okay. So, Mr. Ebenezer, I just wanted to ask you, what are your views on the whole Civil War thing that just happened here?
Oh, that's a pretty big question. Um, well, a big outcome from it is that slavery is now outlawed in the United States, and a lot of the South ain't too happy that they lost and have to, and Congress really isn't making it easy for them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, but
Um,
what are your personal views on the situation? Do you think that the South was justified in its actions?
well, I personally am not too fond of slavery myself. I think it's kind of a bit against God's word, and
Mm-hmm.
it's. But I
Uh-huh.
do. I understand their strife, and that it was a big part of their economy and their income, and that just being taken away, it must have been something very difficult to
Yes,
deal
yes,
with. But I don't think they really had to secede for it.
yes, yes. Now, I actually would like to get a separate viewpoint, so I am going to bring a Southerner in here,
Hey,
if that's okay, Mister Ebenezer. Um, okay, so he
uh,
should be joining here in a few.
wait.
Um,
Did you say a Southerner? Like, oh,
yeah. Hello, sir. What is your name and where are you from? If you could tell me, please.
Howdy. Billy Ray Onion. I'm from great old state of Texas.
Yes, yes, yes. So, Mr. Onion, what are your views on this civil war that just occurred?
You know, I think the South should be left alone.
Mhm,
I think I think we have our views and you have theirs, and you should keep to yours. Right?
mhm. Yes, yes. Mr. MacArthur, do you have any response to that?
um, well, I do think that it's important that we, uh, have our states' rights, but it also is a union, and we shouldn't really be super
How about
different
you leave us alone?
between. Oh, I'm sorry.
Uh oh.
I do think that it was justified to be a tad bit peeved over your loss of slaves, but I really don't think it was worth an entire secession. I mean, it caused a lot of problems for both us and yourselves.
You know, I think we both would have been better off if you would have just left us alone.
You know we couldn't have done that. You were launching full scale war against
For
us,
what
and
reason?
it, you were destroying our
For what
military
reason?
force, and well, you were doing it over the issue that you seceded over, which was uh, Abraham Lincoln's election, I believe.
Oh, that is a very good point. So, what do you both think about President Lincoln? We'll start with you, Mr. MacArthur.
Well, I think that he is one of the finest presidents we've ever known. Uh, a heart of gold, and he went through some rough stuff. I read in a couple of the papers that his kid died during the war, and he managed to keep it all together and eventually reunify the Union, even if it's not really in too good a spot right now. I hope it gets better.
You know, that's where you're wrong. All right, let me get my boy
Oh,
in here.
I, I'm sorry. What do you? Hey,
Let me
hey.
get back
The
to
more the
middle. All
merrier.
right.
Hello, sir. What is your name and where are you from?
Oh, huh?
Say your
Huh?
name, boy.
Oh, my bad. I'm
I,
from Texas. I'm Tex Johnson, sir.
And where are you from, Mr. Johnson?
I'm from. Is this guy stupid? I'm from Texas, sir.
Okay. So your friend, Mr. Billy Ray Onion, and Sir Ebenezer MacArthur here are arguing about President Lincoln. So, what are your views on
I
Lincoln?
hate that. I hate that
whoa!
President Lincoln. Let me tell you, he may have a strong jawline. He may be tall and lanky, but he ain't got the guts to do what we Southerners can. Called
And
making money.
I, I think you're sorely mistaken. Actually, he he did make a lot of money. We use a lot of industrial processes up here, and in fact, I think it's actually a pretty big reason we
You know,
have.
Yeah,
an
yeah,
extra Southern
yeah.
the South doesn't have. This man is a tyrant. He's a bigot, and frankly, he's un-American.
That's
who,
what
Mr. Lincoln?
I am saying. If he made all that money, why'd he have to go and take his whole presidential career into taking it from us? All those Reconstruction policies taken away from the South, given to the North. Didn't you take enough?
Tell me why this man, as president, is stomping over the South. Now that
That's
doesn't make
what
sense,
I'm
does it?
saying.
This is a very good question. Mr. MacArthur, your rebuttal?
He's not stomping over the South. He's trying to preserve the Union and bring things back to at least somewhat of what they were, even if you don't have slaves. That's not Lincoln at all. If anything, Congress is giving you the hard time right now.
I hate Congress too. Why am
So,
I here anyway?
you're here for an interview. Don't worry, you're being paid. So
Paid.
another topic that I would like to bring up is the controversial Dred Scott case, where slaves were deemed as property. So we're gonna start with the Southerners side here. Mr. Onion, Mr. Johnson, what are your views on the Dred Scott case?
Let me think about it.
I think the Dred Scott case is justified. I mean,
What? How could you say that?
how could I say
Shut
that?
your trap, boy.
These people who come from Africa, these are not American citizens. They come to our soil and they expect the same rights. I was
Disgusting.
born and raised in Texas. And you're telling me that some black man from Africa can have the same rights as I am?
That's what I'm saying. My
That
grandmama
just don't make no
raised
sense.
me with American values. She told me that hard work and maybe one day I could inherit the farm and make my family proud. And you're telling me that these blacks, they can come into my country and just rise in the ranks like that
What
and take
hard
from my
work?
money?
What hard work?
You
I
wouldn't
mean,
know, would ya?
they do have
Yeah.
hard work.
Don't 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 speak to me that way. Because you don't know what
It's
true work is, boy. Sitting in your comfy industrialized area, all those factories you got,
Don't
reconstruction.
you ever raise your voice to him again. You got soft hands, boy, and you know it.
You got
You got
soft
soft
hands,
hands.
You
boy.
think these hands are soft?
Yeah.
All
I
of those
do.
machines down there that you guys use, the cotton gin, the mechanical reaper, we make them. We make them handmade in factories.
Mm. He's got a point there. He's got a point there.
But 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 it's our hands on God's soil.
on God's soil.
Yes. This is true, people listening at home. The North did actually have a more manufacturing based economy, while the South had an
Who the hell is he
agricultural
talking to?
economy. So, anyways, the next thing that I want to discuss is actually going to come after a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp.com.
Who the hell is this guy talking to?
Um,
What's this? What?
what's a dots
What's a
com?
BetterHelp.com?
Life is full of ups and downs. We all face challenges that can sometimes feel overwhelming. But imagine having professional support right at your fingertips whenever you need it. Introducing the sponsor of today's podcast episode, BetterHelp.com, your own personal guide on the path to a healthier mind. With BetterHelp, you can connect with licensed therapists who are ready to listen, understand, and guide you through life's toughest moments. They offer convenient online sessions accessible from the comfort of your own home. There's no more scheduling, conflicts, or long commutes. Your mental well being is just a few clicks away. You could choose from a diverse range of licensed professionals, ensuring you find the perfect fit for your needs. Whether you prefer video calls or phone calls or messaging, BetterHelp has you covered. And with the new mobile app, you can take BetterHelp with you wherever you go. BetterHelp is committed to your well-being. They are here to empower you, support you, and guide you toward a happier, healthier life. Join the thousands who have already found solace in their platform. Read raving reviews from their satisfied users and let their success stories inspire you. Don't let life's challenges bring you down. Take the first step towards a healthier mind with BetterHelp, because everyone deserves professional help when they need it the most. BetterHelp, your partner in mental well-being. Sign up today and begin your journey towards a healthier mind. Okay, we are back from the ad break. Thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring. Anyways, the next point I would like to talk about is secession. As we all know, South Carolina seceded back in 1851 or 1861. My apologies. After the attack on Fort Sumter. Bless you.
Thank you.
And so I wanted
Excuse you.
to
That ain't got
know
no
your
manners.
guys' opinion over South Carolina seceding. Do you think it was justified? And if not, why?
I don't really think South Carolina seceding was very justified. I think it was actually a very dumb move made by a disgruntled
But
form of politicians
Ooh,
or
wait,
disgruntled.
that, whoa,
disgruntled group of
whoa there,
politicians who were
Northerner.
clearly upset about Abraham Lincoln winning the election.
Of course we were upset, boy. He took away all our slaves.
He
Do you
did.
know what that does?
You know,
Oh.
the South runs on slaves.
South runs
Okay,
on
but you
slaves.
have to
That's our
realize
economy. When you have this bigot in office who's trying to take our slaves from us,
you guys
we lose
caused
our
your
economy.
slaves.
The economy is shambled. It's in shambles. Done
That is
shambled.
true. Their economy was in shambles.
Was
What is
whatever.
that talking
Uh,
about?
you guys, he wasn't even gonna take your slaves away. I mean, you broke away the moment he was elected. I mean,
Oh, he wasn't gonna take our slaves away.
Wasn't
And
gonna
what
take
about the
slaves away.
Emancipation
Let's kill that
Proclamation?
later.
Oh, simmer,
okay.
Huh?
simmer down, simmer down.
The
Don't
Emancipation
you?
Proclamation happened 3 years after the war started. You
And it
guys brought it
still
up on your own.
happened. How can you defend that man? Do you know what he did to me, to my livelihood, to my kids, my poor kids?
I ain't got no family no more.
What about the slaves' kids?
Oh, you're getting off topic here, boy.
Uh,
What matters is me, us, our
Well,
economy.
well,
They ain't
well.
even half
Calm,
human.
calm down, everybody.
Ah,
I'd like to
calm
keep this as
down.
civil as possible.
Now I'll show you a civil conversation after I whoop your ass.
One thing civil.
Well,
You want things civil?
calm down there, buddy.
D-
I don't want any trouble.
You know, I don't have to be here. I don't need to argue with a northerner and some freak
yeah,
with
that's
this
right.
machine
I
next
think
to him.
I think you should leave.
I maybe I will.
Well,
You piece of
oh,
Excuse me?
Excuse you.
What am I a big piece of for?
You made my boy leave. He ain't done nothing wrong. You come here, you press him about his opinions.
Okay, look, slavery is not okay. I mean, how would you feel if you were the one that was being enslaved, forced to work from
Well, as a half human, I'd feel perfectly fine.
a half
Uh,
human? What do you
half.
mean by that?
Ain't nothing in that head of theirs.
There's there's rational thoughts in there. I mean, they're people.
Give me proof. Give me proof.
Do they not talk like we do?
No?
I, they they talk like we do. They think like we do. Maybe a little differently because of all the hardships that they've endured, but like either way,
Paul states, slaves be obedient to your human masters with fear and trembling and sincerity of your heart as to Christ.
Oh, pulling out a Bible verse. I see.
but, but oh oh God,
It's okay, MacArthur.
no,
Um,
it's
don't worry.
not.
I'm
Kind
calling in
of
a
I'm
backup for you.
constipated, sir.
I, wait. What do you mean? What do you mean
You'll see.
backup? I
Hello, sir.
Oh,
Um,
hell no.
Oh,
uh,
Sorry, a bit of a malfunction with the machine here. Uh,
that, that
that should
noise.
fix it.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, who?
Who might this
Hello?
be?
howdy.
Hello, sir. What is your name?
Uh, my name is I'm Steven. Steven.
Steven, you don't know what your
Stephen
name is? Speak up,
Stephen
boy.
MacArthur. Stephen MacArthur. You're my cousin. I
Steven
remember you.
I apologize. I woke up from now. Why? Who? Where am I?
You are currently in what is called the Phantom Zone. It is a place outside of time. You are
What?
speaking with Southerner Billy Ray Onion and Northerner Ebenezer MacArthur, and
Billy Ray.
I'm here to get your opinion on some things in your time. So
Okay.
we're done with this session. So now I would like to talk
Session.
about our last topic for today, and that is Reconstruction. So Reconstruction was a period from, if my notes are correct, 1861 to 1900, and during
That's
this,
correct.
America was sort of struggling on how to integrate newly freed African Americans into society, and there were a bunch of social and political and labor systems that and laws that were enacted. So I want you guys to discuss what are your views on Reconstruction. Do you agree with it?
You know,
Oh,
Do you
well, it's an
only
amazing thing.
in the first place, all right?
Huh?
Uh, 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 huh?
Speak up.
Did you say Reconstruction? 1860s? That was during the war.
Yes, 1865 to 1877. Sorry, my notes were a bit wrong there.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Wait,
this guy's weird.
1877.
Yes.
Reconstruction ends?
Oh yes, it does.
What? It ends, but it's the greatest thing on the planet.
I mean,
It brought about.
we're trying to fix a union here.
Well, it
Yes.
ends. It ends when President Rutherford B. Hayes withdraws federal troops from the South, and they make a compromise of 1876.
Uh, I don't understand any of that. But all I can say is Reconstruction is a good thing. It brought prosperity to the lives of African Americans everywhere. It improved our economy. I mean, what is there to dislike about it?
I agree with my cousin. It did really help out the union a lot and was aimed at, well, the president tried to help the South. I don't know too much. Congress did that great of a job.
Well,
You know,
okay.
Reconstruction. Reconstruction
Huh?
might just be the most evil thing brought upon the South. You turned our
Excuse
men
you?
evil. You
I'm
turned our
sorry.
men bitter.
Care to explain?
The South does not agree with your views.
We've
Why bring
quite
that upon our
established
men?
that.
10%? What in the fuck?
Whoa. I,
The entire reason you're in this mess is because you're calling it the South. We're the Union, not the North and South.
that is true. We are one nation, and we should not be divided like this, just as Lincoln said.
One nation indivisible under God.
So what's the issue?
I think the issue is the North, well, what the North used to be, pushing their views on us, as they have been the entire time.
I would like to kindly disagree. I think our side gave you very many opportunities for compromise, and yet you continue to rebel. I think that is your fault.
I agree.
God damn it.
Huh?
You got me there.
I did get you there. Now, the only thing I'm wondering is why can't you just let it go? Everything's already been passed, the slaves have been freed. So why not focus on the future?
Couldn't let it go because of the way it could have been.
If you can only focus on how it could have been, then oh damn it, it'll never get better. I'm telling you now.
I
I
could
mean,
fight.
from what I've heard, it's not like some things are really changing too much. I mean, I've heard that a lot of slaves or former slaves are ended up going back into their jobs as laborers.
Yes, this was called sharecropping, where basically, here, let me check my notes really quick.
What is he talking about?
Sharecropping
What is
was
that
when
noise, Joe Schmogan?
the tenant of a plantation or a farm would
Well,
use the
whatever.
land to basically cause sorry, my notes guy was sick earlier, and I've never really done my own
Notes
notes. But basically, it was a way to
Joe
allure
Schmogan, you should.
newly free African Americans into a sense of labor that is, on all parts, technically legal, but is still akin to slavery.
I'm not quite sure why you're telling us this, but I will agree that sharecropping is a terrible thing.
No,
It's
no, no.
cruel almost.
Billy
Huh?
Ray Onion, are you doing
Sharecropping helped a great deal for the South in the recovery of our economy.
Not to mention the Jim Crow laws as well. Do you folks happen to know what those are?
No, I know enough, and I know that they're despicable. I
Mhm.
mean, why try to hold on to the power of slaves when slaves don't exist anymore? What's the
Well,
big deal? Why segregate them even more?
cousin, I think you're actually mistaken that for the black codes. The Jim Crow laws are this terrible thing going on in the South where they're not even letting them use restrooms, and they just want to split it all up, like
Are
schools
you
and everything.
seriously? What's the big idea? Can you explain yourself, Southerner?
For the same reason. Why should these non-whites, why should they have our same rights? They
Why
didn't come
shouldn't
from our land.
No, they were dragged here forcefully from a foreign one.
Well, no matter how they got here, they're not from the US of A.
Neither are your ancestors.
We've been here much longer.
Put yourself in their shoes, would you? Imagine if you were dragged into this land and just bombarded with all this racial injustice, inequality. Do you really think you'd want to continue as you do?
Billy Ray Onion.
I have no clue.
This doesn't seem to be getting anywhere.
Yes,
Mr.
yes.
Joe, was it?
Yes, Joe
What
Schmogan.
Joe Smogan. What more are we doing here?
I'm
Well,
done with you, Morgan.
actually, we are running out of time for this episode of the Timecast. Thank you all for
Timecast.
joining, Mr. MacArthur, Mr. Other MacArthur, and Mr. Onion. I very much appreciate your opinions. Anyways,
Call me Billy
um,
Ray.
yeah, sorry, Billy Ray Onion, Ebenezer MacArthur, and Stephen MacArthur. Thank you all for
Indeed.
coming out today. I very much appreciate it. I'm going to put you back in your original places in time. If
What?
you mention this to anyone, you will be evaporated from existence. So
Uh,
I recommend you keep quiet.
What?
Anyways, folks, next
Sir-
week,
Hey,
make
what the
sure
hell's wrong
to
with
tune
you?
in.
I have a
as
couple
we
questions,
interview
sir.
the
I can't just
George
forget this.
Washington and ask him if he knew what dinosaurs were.
George
Thank-
Washington's been
Thank
dead
you
for the long.
for Thank you
Smoking.
for listening.
What's that door?
And I'll see you all.
Wait,
next
wait, wait, wait.
week.
Hold on. What are you?
Here, listen. No.
All right.